Hi, my name is Alberto. I'm one of the owners of Bits, the supplier of this tall boy that you are thinking of buying or have already purchased. I will talk you through the assembly of it, which is very simple. You shouldn't have any problems. All that you need to assemble it is a hammer, any hammer, and a Phillips screwdriver. But for the sake of the speed on this video, I will be using a simple power drill, a very cheap one. It works just fine. You will, inside the box, you will find all the parts that you needed. All the fixing kit, screws and bolts that you needed are going to be inside a small box, so inside the main box. So leave that on for the side at the moment. We got two kinds of screws, 40mm, 30mm, smaller ones, some wooden dowels, and the little nails to attach to the back. All the parts, should be inside, and of course this is a tall boy, a 5-drawer, a 106, our reference 106, but it would apply to any tall boy of our ranges, really. On this case we are assembling the white one, but again, any color will be the same assembly, no different at all. So I'll talk you through it. I'll make sure that I'll keep everything as simple as possible, and let's go from there. So first things that I like to do is put the little dowels on the crossbar. So you find 3 crossbars, which is what connects the side panels, left and right. I like to do is to put the little dowels on either ends of it, just to eliminate little parts and go from there. It keeps the table nice and clean. It's also very important to know that it's always nice to assemble an item like this, which is painted on a clean surface. I put just a blanket on top of a table, which is, avoids the scratches and things like that. But it can be done anywhere. On a carpet, that should work just fine. But here is a lot easier when you are assembling on top of a table, of course. Table height. So we got that. So here we go. Side panel. Doesn't matter which side. Let's just clear this a bit. This is the back panel. I'll just put it aside for a second. Just give us more room. Make room in there. Right, so on this case I got the left hand side, and you will know which one is the left and right because the back has a groove. It has a groove cut on the back, which is of course to nail the back panel into it. So in this case we are putting the left hand side on the floor. Bars, crossbars. All we need here, the unfinished one, which is bar number 5, goes on the back. So it's unfinished, nobody's ever going to see it, so we don't finish it. You will see that there is the holes for the screw. These could go either way, really. Oops, little dowels fell off. They could go either way, but I like to put it on the inside, because if you put it on the outside, the back panel, if the screw is sticking out a little for whatever reason, the back panel is going to be sticking out a bit. So I always put that screw on the inside. Now here we got 2 painted ones. The one without, you see that one of them has a hole. The hole is the one that you use to attach to the top. So this one is the one that goes at the top. And the hole is a countersunk hole. And the idea of the countersunk is that the screw head is going to go straight into it. So when the screw goes in, literally, the screw ends up over there, you see. So always the countersunk hole to the bottom, facing down pretty much. So painted on the outside. This is the bar number 6. So 5, 6, and 4. So once they are in place, all we need to do is screw them down. Just attach them with the 40mm screws. Make sure they are very nice and tight, nice and flush, no gaps anywhere. Same thing here. And same thing here. Right. So here we go. On this case, I'm gonna just put this aside for a second, and I'll bring the other part. So this is the right hand side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna literally just place it on top. It's a lot easier to screw down. Little down fell off in there. Just put it back. So that goes in there. So as I said, a lot easier to screw parts down opposite to just going up. Very awkward to go up. So we just do it down. Same thing as before, just a touch. It's a very simple construction. 6 screws holds the whole frame. So that's our frame. Frame assembled. All we need to do now is the top. Look at the first side. Top. Facing down. That's our top. We can put the screws on here. Or I like to put it on the top. In fact, let's see how we go. Because it's nice and tight. So you can put it either way. Top, or you can put it in there. I like to put it in here because you can see the dowels going down. So once you got the 4 dowels at the top, all we need to do is to put this in. So this is the back. The back again is going to have a groove. So screw in there. Let me just take this one off. This is a single item. Take this out. Alright. So this is the front. That's the back of the top. So we're looking back to back. That's the way it goes. Just make sure it's nice inside the holes. There we go. So all we need here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. Again, long ones, 40 mil. And then. So this is the important bit, you see. When the countersunk is facing down, then the screw goes straight in. Same with the sides. Nice and tight. If you are using a power drill, just make sure you don't go too fast on it, because the screw might come off the other side. So just go easy on it when you get towards the end, and we all be fine. So that's the top. So we got the whole frame assembled pretty much. All we need to do now is to put the runners, which are these little parts in here. So these are the runners that go from front to back. Both panels, they already have little pilot holes, front and back. So just use those pilot holes as a guide. Again, we got 5 each side. On this case, we use the smaller screw, 30 mil. I'll get a few of them ready. Again, using the pilot holes, just find a little hole in there. Just screw it out. I like to leave them a bit loose so then I can find the hole on that side. Now there. Again, don't go too tight. As long as they are tight, they have to be too tight. As long as they don't move, you should be alright. Same one here. Little loose. Find the little hole. Very simple method, opposite to using metal runners. Both have their pros and cons, but this is a very simple method. It's very forgiving. If you need adjustments, it can be easily done up and down. Just unscrew it. I'll show you later with any issues. For now, you literally just find the little holes, screw them out. I'm on the wrong side in here, but there we go. That's it. Now we do the same thing on the other side. We just spin it around. And that makes 5. They don't have a side, left and right, front and back, it doesn't really matter. They are universal here. all the runners. So here now we got a whole frame assembled, ready to do. All we need to do now is back panel. Just put it on the back there. Just put it in here. There we go. So the back panel, on this case, for the sake of the size of the box, it will come in two parts. Just flat pack makes this box much smaller. So you got one side. One of the sides you will find a little hole like that. This is for the tip over protection, just in case you have children in the house. You know, you might want to attach to the wall. So that one, we put it on that side. So that hole is going to be roughly in the middle. So here we go. Let me just take this 1 second. There we go. Should not be that. Right, so there we go. This is gonna have a cut either side. The shorter cut goes to the top. You will fit. You will find that it's just a one way. If you put it the other way around, it would not work. It would just not sit in there. So it's a one way which sits in there. So just fit the back panel in there like that. And the next one. Oh yeah, there we go. Just make sure that the whole thing is nice and square, mainly at the top. Fits nicely in there. There we go, like this. And then we just nail it down with the little small nails that are provided. Little hammer. I like to put it top first because it keeps it nice and square. Nice to use a smaller hammer because with a big hammer you have not much control of it and you might hit the corners. Not that it really matters much, it's the back, but always nice in one piece. So here I put 3 nails at the top. That should be more than enough. Another nail in there. We got 3 in there, another 3 at the bottom. The back panel is what gives the stability to the item. So until the back panel is on, the whole thing is going to be a bit wobbly. But once the back panel is on, the whole thing is going to be very stable. Just like an assembled product. Right, so here we can put maybe 1, 2, 3, 5. Let's put one in the middle. One in the middle, one at ends. And a couple more in here. Another one in there. Easy. I'm gonna just turn this around for me. It's a lot easier. I'm stretching too far. So I need another 5. 1, 2, 3. So one in the middle. One either end. You can put one just on top of this connector. Just make sure there you go. And that's the whole item assembled pretty much. So you can see it's in Nice piece, fully complete. All we need now is the drawers. So we'll leave this one aside for now. The drawers, again, for the sake of the speed, I left one to do it. I have done the other 4, but I'll show you how to do this one. And then the others are pretty much the same thing. So here what we got drawer front, 2 side panels, which is gonna have the groove, or side drawers as I like to call it, back drawer, and on one base. So easiest way of doing this, drawer front, flat on the front, on the table, drawer base, fiddling on the groove. These sides, they are interchangeable, so there is no left and right, you can go either way. So there we go, all fit in there. One on the other side. You're pretty much assembling the drawer without screwing it down. Like these, you keep it nice and stable. That will fit in there. Nice and clean. Right. And there you go. So we got the drawer assembled. All you do, just hold it tight and just turn it around. So like this, you'll be screwing it down. A lot easier, again, to screw down, opposite to screwing from the side. If you try to screw on the side, you're gonna go all over the place. You're gonna end up damaging it. So like this, you screw it down. Again, make sure that all sides are nice and flush. Choose a corner. I usually choose the bottom one. Choose a corner nice and flush. Parts are tied together. And put the first screw on. On the drawer front, always nice to make sure that there is a little bit of an angle. So it goes on a bit of an angle towards the drawer front. Just to make sure it's gonna grab on the wood. There we go. Wood on wood. Nice grip. Again, make sure nice and flush, all the parts are touching together. On this case, it's just 3. End. Again, nice and square, nice and flush. Straight down on this case. Straight down. One more. And again, hold it tight and just turn it around. Number 6 in there. Again, bit of an angle. One more in there. That's nice and square, flush. So that is our drawer assembled. All we need to do now is put handles. So handles, they come with a handle and a couple of bolts. Bolts from the inside. On this case, I'm going to use a manual because I simply don't have the space for a power drill in here. Again, just find the thread. Get one there, second one. Push them in. Make them tight. Okay, that's it. So you find, so that's the drawer pretty much assembled. Handle is on. You will find that there is a couple of holes on either side, on the side panels. Those holes are for the drawer stoppers. Very simple system. Little dowels, same dowels as we used to assemble the item. They just go through. So you just put it that way. Keep it flush. Don't push it all the way out. So just put it on both sides at the end, the far end of it, at the back of the drawer. Same thing. And then let me just bring this over here to demonstrate. So when you put the drawer in, all you need to do is just push them a little bit further Don't do it all the way, because if not, you're going to find it difficult to get them out later, right? And they will just stop the drawer. If you don't have them, you know, some people might choose not to use them, but then the drawer just comes out. It's always a nice feature, you know, a bit of a safety there. Put them on, and that's it, the drawer stops. So all we need now is to put the other drawers, which I have pre-assembled. There you go. Now, let me just turn this a bit around, because I don't have an angle there. Go there. Now the drawer in there. Click. Drawer. And the last drawer, I'm not sure if you can see in there, is going in. Just take this out. I just can't reach it. There you go. So here we got a fully assembled item. All drawers working. If by any chance the gaps between the drawers are not even, it's a very simple to adjust them. You just pull the drawer out. Let's say, for example, one of these drawers. We want to drop this drawer here. You just pull it out, unscrew the little screw on the front of the hinge. Don't worry about the back. And just adjust it up and down as much as you want, a couple of millimeters, 1 or 2 millimeters, and just put the screw back in. But of course, when you do that, the screw is going to tend to go into the previous hole. To avoid that, just give it an angle. Just choose an angle up or down, and as soon as the screw bites into the hole, the wood, it will find its own way. So that shouldn't be a problem at all. But it's a very common thing. It's all about you see the assembly of the drawer. If it's not flush, the holes, the pilot holes on the sides, they tend to be right. It's all about the assembly of the drawer. If it's not flush, the drawer, of course, is going to go up and down a bit. But it's very forgiving, easy to fix. And you just put the drawer in. Again, I don't have an angle. Let me just bring it up. Make it easier. There you go. And that's your fully assembled tall boy 5-drawer chest. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please visit our website cabinetbits.co.uk for any more information. Thank you.